Good morning, y'all. It's Rebecca, Cedar Creek Bottoms here. Y'all come with us on our journey today. Alright, so today we have a lot of things going on. Of course, it's a farm, it's a homestead. There's always work to be done, and I'm always behind. Yes, I am. I'm always behind. So today we are making sweet potato slips. So how do I make slips out of these? Well, we just break it off. Pot full of dirt here. And I'm just going to trim off where they've been growing all winter. And I'm actually going to cut this into multiple slips. Give me a second. Now, you do not have to do that, but that's what I'm going to do. So let me show you this sweet potato slip. Now, if you notice, there's little bumps all through here that will become roots. All on there. All of that becomes roots. Okay? So we're going to take and we're going to cut, well, we're going to try to cut just this piece right here off. Okay? So I will root that, and I will cut right here, and I will root that. I'm actually going to cut that off, and I will root that. So that is 3 slips right there. Now, they're going to root. I've done this so many times, it will root. I'm just going to stick it down in this dirt at least halfway, and we're going to put as many slips in here as we can, and then when they've rooted, we will actually go back and plant them. So by not allowing them to develop a big pot full of roots, I can get all of them in one pot. So we need to be planting in the next couple weeks. I'm behind. Yep. This is how we do our slips every year, actually. The other thing you could do is put the whole potato down in some dirt, keep it moist, and encourage it to sprout. A lot of people do the water method, me for dirt, water roots, and types of roots, and to me it's just an unnecessary thing to sprout them in water and then plant them. Alright, let me get these stuck in this pot. Alright, I'm going to back the camera off and let y'all see more of what I do. Now I want to show you something. If you see, there's still sprouts on here. So this potato, and on this one, I could take and put these both in dirt, cover them up, and it will continue to produce sprouts. And I can just go in and cut the potato sprouts off the potato as they're growing and just leave them in the dirt to produce more sprouts. And we may do that depending on how many I got. I'll go back and count. But I just take a big tote and put these in it and let them and cover them up with about that much dirt. About that much. Well, y'all can't see. About that much dirt. And then the sprouts will come up through the top and you'll see them. And they'll be ready to plant basically. So the potato like this, it's all shriveled up. But look there, it's still got sprouts. I'll go ahead and take these off and plant those right now. But that's all I wanted to show you guys. So we'll check back in on these in one of the upcoming videos where you'll either see us checking them and showing you the roots, or you'll see us planting them. So be sure and watch for the updates. Alright guys, till next time. Alright, so we're going through and we're side dressing some of the crops that's already coming up. What's that mean? It means I have a cup full of Triple 13. Yeah, I know it's not organic, but it's what I got. And it's better than nothing. I see so many people saying, it's not perfect, so I can't do it. Well, guys, if you want to do it, you might better do it before it's perfect. Because we are not promised that everything's going to be perfect when the grid goes down or when we can't get stuff anymore. For instance, fertilizer, because the price of it has skyrocketed. And I just don't have anything organic ready at the moment, so this is what we got. Do you have to fertilize it? No. Because guess what? It's an annual. An annual's job is to produce, to propagate. So guess what it's going to do? It's going to do its job. Alright, so I've side dressed. What do I do now? I get my handy dandy twisty thingy here and I go through and I twisty it and get it in the ground. So let's see if I can do this one-handed for the camera. So I just do that all the way around each plant. Get that fertilizer in the ground basically. Being careful not to hit the root of the plant. So you don't have a twisty thingy? Well, guess what you could use instead? I have a little 3-prong rake thing that looks like this. I could dig it in with that. Anything to incorporate that into the soil. And then once I've done that, I'll come back and water it. That way it goes in very good. I just spied a spot that didn't get in good. So let me just, you know what? I'll just do it with my fingers. Yep. Everything doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Motto of the game is just do it. What's the worst thing that can happen? You bought a pack of seeds for $1 or $2 and it didn't produce. That's the worst thing that can happen. And you learned something from it. So that's the way I look at things. Can I plant this in this time of year? Well, what's the worst thing that happens? it doesn't make, you know? So that's my rule of thumb. Just do it and learn something from it. All right, guys, I'm going to turn the camera off and I'm going to go to twisting. Hey, guys, it's Rebecca. It's the end of a long, grungy day, I guess. And we are out here in the garden. We planted some more things, of course. You know, we've got 4 gardens to plant and they don't get done in a day. And it's mostly me doing it. I have had Mark's help the past couple days, but he's mostly getting the big fields done because the 4 gardens don't include the big field. So let me turn the camera around and show you where we stand in the chicken garden. All right, so we got 2 rows of rattlesnake beans. They are starting to vine. Let me see if I can find one that is starting the vining process. Right there's one. See the little part right here? That will twist up the thing. Here's a better example. See how it's going up the pole? So these are starting to take off and run. So hopefully we'll have beans soon. Now what's in the middle here? Well, this is an experiment. It probably is not going to work. I was hoping they'd already be producing before the beans started running, but I got my timing off apparently. So that's squash and zucchini all down that entire row in the middle. There is gaps, so there will be sun getting in there. Hopefully they'll keep producing. If they don't, it was an experiment, you know. All right, next up we have tomatoes. This is a lot of different varieties of tomatoes. I can't remember which ones are which. The first 6, I do remember. Those are the ones our friend gave us, and they are bodacious. So this will be our first year growing those. So that's those first 6. I've got it written down what the rest of them are, but I don't have it in front of me. So the first 6 is bodacious, and then these are something else, and these I think are pink brandywine. And then here is black Krim. The marker's still on it, imagine that. This is Marglobe. So I don't know how many Marglobe there were, if it was just one or if all of these down here are Marglobe. That will be my first year growing those as well. So we're going to see how those do. Now this row here has some Celebrity and some other varieties, but I cannot remember which ones right now. I know these last 6, starting with this one and back, are Celebrity. And I do not remember. Hey, there's a tag. Hold on. It's a tag with no name. Let's see if I can make it out. Nope. It may be Cherokee Purple, but I really can't tell. Oh well. It's a good thought. I've got it wrote down somewhere. And then this is another variety, Paul Robeson. I don't remember how many of those we have, but like I said, I got it wrote down in the kitchen. It may be that there are 6 of them, because there are 6 past the little plant marker. And then these up here are Mortgage Lifter. So we've got some Mortgage Lifters up here. Then the next row, these should all be San Marzano, this whole entire row. San Marzano is a very good canning tomato. Paste tomato, like Amish paste, but it's made for the South basically. So we will be growing a lot of these. I kind of like them. They're very firm and not very juicy. So these here are also 6 Celebrities that our friend gave us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then from there we have 2 more of something and 1 more of something, but I don't remember what these are. Like I said, they're wrote down though. Of course the label has wore off. And then we are having our first time growing tomatillas. So we'll see how those do. Now here we have white scallop squash, and you can see the dog took one of the 2, because there's supposed to be 2 and then a flower. All right, then we have 2 rows ready to be staked of rattlesnake beans. Then we have a row of bell peppers and a row of, sorry, 2 rows of bell peppers, and at the end, this side is long slim cayenne and this side is habanero. So there's like a flower dividing the bell peppers from there, just to be a marker for me. All right, this empty space here will be 4 rows of sweet potatoes. We have the slips growing. If I don't have enough, I'll go buy some, but this is for the sweet potatoes there. Right here we have our actual row of squash, followed at the end by some zucchini. And then we have 2 rows of purple potted beans, which are a pole bean. And then we have a row of corn. What's going to fill up the rest of this? Well, I've got 5 more rows I can put in. And I pretty much am going to say that I may have a row of cucumbers out here. I'm really not sure. It may be more tomatoes because I have a ton of tomatoes. All right, guys, so that's going to be all that we have for the garden update. If you like what we're doing, make sure you give us a like the videos, share the videos. Help us out by putting new eyes on our channel, on our farm. Leave us a comment. Let us know how you think we're doing. Let us know if there's something you want us to do differently, or something you want us to know about, or something you want us to show you. So leave comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Always subscribe. And with that, guys, I'm going to leave y'all. It's Rebecca from Cedar Creek Bottoms. Bye, guys.